video that isn't
I don't know.
coming
That's what I'm saying.
across, or
That,
oh, yikes.
that's what I'm saying. We can get everybody in here and see.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we got some people in the chat. I'll check. I'll check. Let me go to Twitter on this or Twitch, and make sure we're actually also streaming too. Twitch. Okay, we are streaming. Hey, Maxim DT, can you hear me? Because we're having issues with Skype now because Skype had a major update, so we're not sure. Hey, Cosmic Cubicle, guys, we're having a bit of a. Okay, Kathy, say something.
Hello, guys. We're having some technical difficulties, and
Okay,
hopefully you can hear me.
can you hear Kathy? Okay, they can hear you, they just can't see you. So if worst comes to worst, they just can't see you. Guys, Skype did
Okay.
a major update, and XSplit did a major update, and so far, we can't get video on XSplit right now, but we can get audio. So we're trying to figure that out. Thanks, Maxim DT. So we're trying to figure that out. That's the reason why we do the pre-ramble. Also, Lynn is running a little bit late. Her phone died or crashed or something, so she's having to get that fixed real quick. So we're just going to be going with this right now. If anybody has anything to help us out, we're more than welcome to it.
So, you
I'm going
know
to keep
the
looking and working while you were talking.
yeah, you know those models that I been working on in the Twitch stream. I finally got a line on what they are. The guy who actually commissioned us to paint those told me they are from a couple of different games. One is called Afterglow, and the other one is called Sulfur 2. And I went to I did a Google search for Afterglow miniatures because God knows, I had no idea. I had never heard of it before. And so I get to this website, and it's Polish. I mean, it's not in Polish. I mean, you can select Polish or English, obviously. But the pictures of the models are really cool. And, well, I'm painting some of them, so I know that they're fantastic detail. I love them. And I really was curious what they were. And I'm reading about the game itself. It's a tabletop strategy game, like we love, and it is a skirmish one. So you can have from like 4 to 20 models, depending on what faction and how you build it. There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different factions. So far, I can't decide if I like the Constructs or the Forsaken better, because they're both really creepy and gross. and that's kind of what I like, you know. I'm always a fan of Nurgle and Khorne, so I like things with blood and pustules. And constructs are kind of like these bio technology, cybernetic things. And so they've got like skin and machines and everything, melded together. And the Forsaken are just like mutants and cannibals and kind of like my Ogre Kingdoms guys, or chaos. And then they have these, I don't even know how to say it. It's Naym apostrophe VAEL. So clearly it's supposed to be incomprehensible to pronounce. But they're like a sort of elf or Eldar type thing. They're slim and they have pointy ears, Then they have one called Forge Towns, and as far as I can tell, it's dwarves. It's basically like cybernetic dwarves. And they have Wastelanders, and those are the guys who are very much like wasteland warfare kind of, dressed in whatever rags they can scrounge. And then the last one is Delaria, Uh, their motto is faith, purity, obedience. So I'm thinking they're like inquisitors, and they have this look of sort of deathcore of Krieg with the gas masks and the helmets and everything. And they have some interesting backstory too. They all have some interesting backstory, but it just seems like it could be a really fun game. And it says depending on the format, like the mission that you choose and stuff, it can take from 40 minutes to 2 hours to play. I mean, once you know what you're doing. But yeah, this is just such a cool thing to discover today. This whole new game that I had never heard of. And again, it's called Afterglow. I can hear your compressor, Gonzo.
I don't know why it keeps on. I guess I'm losing air out of it.
Oh, maybe you have a loose connection.
Yeah.
White Tree Games. So you can, let's see, the original website. You know what? I'll post a link in the chat.
Hey guys, keep on talking and saying stuff in there so we can understand what's going on. We're still trying to get Skype figured out since the new Skype is coming in. And like I said, Lynn is just a little bit late. So we're going to try to figure out if we can get video from Skype into XSplit. If you're there and you can help us look it up, we'd appreciate it. Other than that, we're going to keep on looking. I'm going to keep on working this out. Didn't know it was going to be that big of a problem. I need to also check to make sure that it's recording too. No.
John has a life, it would seem, Congo. And he is choosing to live it today. So I have posted the link to the Afterglow Miniatures game in case anybody cares. But the models, I can attest to the quality of them, at least the ones that I have, are really nicely detailed. The paint jobs that are on the website don't actually do the details of the models justice. Because I'm looking at the ones that I'm currently painting and thinking there's way more detail on that than what you're seeing in the painted version on their website. So if you want some fun models, and it looks like you could probably easily proxy these into certain other games to represent similar models in some of our other favorite games.
Guys, can you still hear Kathy?
Yeah, I could just be babbling to thin air.
Keep talking, Kathy.
Somebody must have heard, because Crimson goes, a life? Is this the same John we're talking about? A life? I know, I was stunned to find out he had a life too. This is, in fact, John Spencer we're talking about. They're the one and the same. So yeah, I'm just expressing my excitement at discovering a new game whilst Gonzo is troubleshooting the video end of all of this so that you can actually see us and in all of our dorky glory. So Afterglow was the one game, and let me just see if I can bring up I'm going to Google real quick sulfur. Nope. Yes. Sulfur 2 range. Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm talking to myself into the mic. I'm sure that's probably a game.
Okay, guys, if you can still hear Kathy, that's great. We're just going to try to keep working on getting the video from XSplit. From Skype and XSplit.
Sulfur Incursion. That's a Kickstarter. That's not what I wanted.
Hey, Xander, we're having some video problems with Skype, so Um, just kind of hang with us.
So it looks like Sulfur is the other game that some of these models are from that I'm painting on that I have been painting on the last couple sessions of my Twitch stream, and which I will also be working on tomorrow morning on my stream on More Than Dice from 10 a.m. to noon Central. We'll just plug that. Uh, so it's just this random bunch of post-apocalyptic miniatures, and the guy who commissioned me to paint them finally told me what exactly they're from. So the first link that I posted was to Afterglow the game, which actually is amazing. So you should definitely just check it out. The miniatures are cool, and it looks like the game itself could be fun. The rules are free to download, and then the other models that are in that group are from Sulfur. And as I Google it, because I never heard of it before, it was a Kickstarter. Um, I don't think it's still live. It doesn't look like it. At any rate, it's a 32 millimeter tabletop skirmish game. That's what I get from this Kickstarter thing. There was a company that took it over, and I'm trying to remember what they were. Armies something armies. Alternative armies. There we go. Well, I knew if I babbled long enough, I would think of it. So it's Alternative Armies sells it amongst a bunch of other miniature lines. And they also, for their version of a post-apocalyptic skirmish game, have these models. And it looks like these models were sculpted in ZBrush, digitally sculpted, excuse me. And the ones for Afterglow looks to me, because of the sharpness of detail and everything, that those were hand sculpted out of whatever various materials. So I will post a link to Sulfur in the chat so people can take a look at those too, because those are also some fun models. So I have the links to both of those post-apocalyptic games that I've been painting those models for, and I will be working on those models again on Monday. Since I'm going to Gen Con this week, I will not be doing my Thursday morning stream, and since I'm coming back from Gen Con on Monday next week, I will not be doing my Monday stream next week. So, I mean, sad face. I will have almost a week of not painting, and so that I'll be a little rusty come Thursday next. That would be interesting. Oh, hi, Xander. In case nobody said hello, because I've just been talking. Oh, yeah, Congo. Fallout, Wasteland Warfare, and Eden from Happy Games Factory. They have some really cool models, too. I haven't actually tried the games, but I do plan on going to the Modifius booth at Gen Con so that I can finally get a demo of Fallout Wasteland Warfare, because I have been interested in that one. So I will, I may try and record something of that when it happens, so that we can post it on the More Than Dice Facebook page later, because it may be incredibly lame, or it may just be hilarious. I don't know. And Happy Games Factory will also be at Gen Con, so I'll be stopping by there to look at Eden too. I've seen their miniatures, And there's like a million parts. It reminds me of Malifaux, but it's metal. So it makes me a little leery. So I don't know if anybody else has put together some of those models from Eden, but that did look like they were small and spindly and came in a million pieces. But I still haven't demoed that game either, even though they were at Adepticon. So we'll give it the try. Oh, I'm I'm missing out on some of the chat here as I chat. A week without painting, yes, Crimson. I will be rusty when I get back. Crimson says I have a 2-week vacation coming up. I'm going to have to bring my paints with me because I don't think I can go that long without painting. So since Jim, my husband, is going to be doing airbrush demos at the Badger Airbrush booth at Gen Con, I feel like that is my chance to learn how to work the airbrush myself. And George Stevenson of Blackheart Models will be sharing a booth with Badger Airbrush. So if you're interested and you love those Blackheart Models busts that people have been painting, you know, the Mummy and Vampirella and the Wolfman and Frankenstein and stuff, he will be there. And he's got a ton of H.P. Lovecraft kind of stuff too. So come and check him out if you're going to Gen Con and you're interested in painting busts. He also has a few large scale, and by large scale I mean like 75 millimeter models of like the Nosferatu as a whole model, not just a bust, and the movie Frankenstein, and a few other horror things like Creature from the Black Lagoon and stuff. So Crimson says, speaking of airbrushes, Gonzo, how is yours going?
I have it. I just got a sonic cleaner to clean it all up just recently. But how can I say it? I was supposed to bring home all the kill team stuff, the kill team terrain, and bring it home and, and work on that Saturday. I left it all at the store, so I didn't get a chance to do that. But I'm going to the store Monday. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to use that to paint almost all that terrain. Especially everything. I got it all cleaned up, and I spent a bit breaking it down and putting it back together and breaking it down and putting it back together. That way I could, get used to it, because some of that stuff is kind of fiddly, and learning a little bit more. But I haven't used it since. So I'm just kind of waiting until I get that terrain in, because I want to use it. I want to be able to, because if I get it the terrain, I can see, I can figure it out and, test it out without having to worry about it. And not, get all freaked out when I put it on a model that I really want to work with.
Mm-hmm. So I will see if I can't record, and I just typed this in the chat. I'll see if I can record Jim doing his airbrush demo. It's super loud.
Uh-oh, guys. Looks like Skype just kicked Cathy off. I have no clue what that is. So, give me a second. Give us a second, guys. Let me call them back. Let me video call Cathy, see if that comes back. Hey, Cathy.
Oh, hi.
That it got kicked you off. Sorry about that. I may have found a workaround, so give me a second, guys. We may have to start using OBS, which I really don't want to, because we paid for this. Yeah, I found an old copy of Skype to use.
Hooray!
So, all right. So now we guys gotta get Lynn in here. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. We're gonna keep on working on this. Let me get rid of this because that's not gonna matter. I'm gonna close that out. Open this up. Get this all big. Do that. Do that. I will be, guys. I have had to change my Skype, or not my Skype, my streaming time, because of school's going to be starting up pretty soon. And so I am going to only be streaming on Wednesdays because that's also whenever we'll be doing the role playing. Sorry, you're looking at the side of my head, guys, but I'm still working on this.
It's okay.
And we're still waiting for Lynn. Hopefully she'll get here pretty soon. But I'm thinking about doing a Saturday morning one. Let us know. Also, we have some really, really cool news in a little bit. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary. So we got some really cool stuff coming up. Excuse me. I need to log in some more stuff too. Can you all hear Cathy? Okay, Cathy, sing us a
I
song.
should probably say something.
Yep.
Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low?
Yes, they can hear you.
Lynn says, I told you we're having technical difficulties. She goes, oh, okay, I thought maybe I didn't do something. LOL. Okay, I'm patient. Don't worry. Should I tell her you're sending her a call?
Is she ready for me to call her now?
I
Guys,
shall type this at her.
All right, we'll send her a call now. Let me see if I can find her.
She's doing it from her phone. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The frustrating thing is her phone thing took 5 hours for her to solve, and that was 5 hours. Oh, hey!
We got audio. Okay? We got audio, no video yet.
So I can hear you, and can our listeners hear you? That's the question. So everybody, let me know if you can hear Lynn. Talk, Lynn.
Yo, what it be? It's Lynn, don't you see?
All right. So, let us know when you get home so we can get you all in. Because, like I said, all we've got is audio on you right now. And we would love to see your face.
I think I could do video, actually, through the phone, too. Yeah. I just lost. Can you believe I just fucking lost 6 hours of my day because of this whole shit with my phone? It was crazy. They ended up having to replace my phone and replace my SIM card. Everything. Like, it was just such a mess. It was craziness. Okay, let me see. How do I get it to it does video? Okay. I think I have it set to video. Oh, you can see me now. Look, I'm coming to you live from my car.
Turn it sideways.
Yay!
Turn it sideways.
You know what?
I think we should just do it. Just do it off the cuff, on the fly.
Yeah,
totally.
Turn it sideways,
totally
though.
Doing it.
Give us portrait view.
No, you might not be able to do that on the phone.
Yeah, you can.
Phone app.
Turn your phone sideways.
Horizontal.
Sideways.
Yep. There we go.
Is that so? This way?
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's fucking do this.
That's
I'm doing Gen Con prep, so I'm doing this shit on the go. I don't give a fuck.
We're on the PreRamble right now, so it may just be a little bit, but be careful while you're driving home.
Well, we only have a couple more minutes of PreRamble before the official show starts.
Yep. All right, guys. We're gonna flip around some screens to make sure everything looks okay.
Okay.
So for people who don't know, this is Lynn Stahl of Metalhead Minis, our special guest for the evening, taking the place of the irreplaceable John Spencer, who actually has a life, it would seem. Not like the rest of us.
Hey, Lynn, whenever you get back to your house, are you going to be able to get on your computer? Or are you going to be on your phone again?
No, I'll be able to get on a computer. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, just let us know. Let me know when I need to call you back on stuff. All right, guys, we're just going to keep going for a little bit. Keep up. I've got everything going. Looks like it's all good and going right now.
Do you want me to get off for now until I get back to the shop or no?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I had to. What happened is Skype updated to a new Skype, and it doesn't work with our programs now.
Oh, all right. I'm answering a message. Okay, right. I get you.
So we had to try to figure a walk around, and of course, there she goes. Ah! So, in other words, screw Skype. Somebody give us some chat in the chat box because I opened up all the games and all that stuff for y'all.
What game?
Oh, they're just
the Twitch games.
In chat games.
Oh, I see what you mean. Good.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Xander. All right, guys. All right, that's working. Oh, Congo.
That is posted a link to Lynn's website for people who want to know more about her and what she does.
Thank you.
Guys,
you, baby.
Also, if you haven't, please go to our Facebook group and answer the poll we have going right now because we really need to hear your information on that. I'm going to set up a betting thing so we can get that going. And then we'll switch over. And when we switch over to the regular cast, Lynn, just hang up, and when you get back to your place, let us know, and we'll dial you in, okay?
Okay. So now we do this shit. Go!
Yep. All right. We're just getting everything ready. Sorry about all this, guys. That's the reason we kind of do the pre-ramble to get this stuff taken care of because it shouldn't be like this.
Yeah. Normally it's the half hour before the pre-ramble even starts when we can iron this stuff out, but this was just kind of too much.
Yeah, I didn't think
too
the new
much
Skype
to iron out.
Because what was funny is XSplit did an update and Skype did an update. And while I thought it would be okay, it wasn't. So, all right, guys, we're going to shut it down real quick. Then we'll bring it back up in just a minute. Give us about 2 minutes to make sure everything's okay. Because I have to go get my alcohol and I will start a betting process.
Hooray!
Lynn, you can go and hang up and let me know when you're back in the shop.
Okay, will do, sweetie. Thank you.